Hello? Can you hear me now? Hallelujah. A dramatic start, isn't it? Oh my goodness. The censorship is like nuts. The computers, the bots, they just straight away go like, block him, stop him, don't let him steer the people into fire, into rebellion, into action. My God, YouTube, my God, YouTube. What have become of you? What happened to artistic expression? What happened to free expression? What happened, man? Are we going backwards or are we going forwards? What's going on? Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Okay. Naughty boy army, exactly. You know me. I'm a therapist, I'm a healer, I'm a meditator, but deep inside of me, I'm a rebel. Sometimes that rebel, this is the energy of today. That's why I started with those songs, right? I will just stop for a moment and I will say, hello, beautiful brother Chris. Hello, Roll, King. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Elizabeth, Habibti. Salamu alaikum. Hello, Claire. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Ray. Hello, Mansi. Namaste. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Tanya. And Sam. Hello, Sam. Hello, Benjamin. Hello, Tiffany. And who else with us here? Chalita. Awesome. And Sophie. And Dana. Awesome. Fantastic. Fantastic. Nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing is gonna stop me. That's the mass. That's what's happening today. That's why I started with this music. You need to understand what's happening today is like, bam, baby. You know how much power is in the air? How much intensity? How much transformation? How much moving forward now is kicking in? This is it, people. This is it. The baby is now in the final inches of the birthing canal, and the mother is already feeling it right there, right there. And it's like you can already see the top of the head, and it's starting to squeeze through, and it's like intense, right? It's intense. And the moon is opposition to Uranus. Exactly. Thank you, brother Chris. So what do we have? Okay, let's start with the big titles. What do we have? 4 hours ago, Mars, a station direct, is been retrograding since the beginning of September. When Mars is stationing, we can feel anger, upset, frustration, irritation, because it's kind of like not getting what I want, not getting my way, right? So this was my test now. They tested me. The universe tested me. And I was like, I know astrology, mate. You can't get me in that way. I know that the moon is in opposition to Uranus. I know that we can have like these sudden unexpected things that can stir up our emotional bodies and make us kind of react in impulsive way. I know that Mars is stationing direct, so we might feel frustration, irritation, anger, upset because we want to get our way and we're kind of being blocked by the Capricornian party of the authority and the system. And I know that Jupiter is on top of Pluto, so he's magnifying that powerful need, deep need for evolution and transformation, to evolve and to rise like the phoenix from the flame, from the ashes into the fire. I know that. So you're not gonna get me there. I'm gonna keep on persisting and take action to connect and to talk and to speak and to express. Okay, I will tailor my way to suit your system, but I will still be me. That's what this energy is about. We have to be us, who we are. It's like the first song maybe went together along, but it was a great song of, playing for change. It's like they take musicians from all around the world and they make them all play together a song, and it's a beautiful thing. And it was the song of Bob Marley, War. And it's like, it's kind of saying, until we no longer have a color skin and a race and superior, inferior, and rich and poor, until then there will always be war. And it's a song that is kind of talking about war, but it's talking about war in a way that we have to make changes, to delete these archetypes in order for us to be at peace. Then the second piece was Rage Against the Machine. A great band, I used to love them in my teenaging years when I was into a bit of heavy metal. I used to sit on my drum kit and just smash it up. And I haven't seen them live on a concert. And that's a rebel music kind of band. They took it, they did a lot of rebellious things. And that song is talking about those who have the power to decide for us how we should think and how we should act and how we should be. So yeah, you should have seen me in the 2 minutes that you couldn't hear me and stuff. I was like, I was almost on the edge. But I was like, no, I'm not going to lose it. So, hello family, welcome. It is Saturday afternoon, the 14th of November. We are in a very powerful time. We are now entering the crescendo of the crescendos. There's going to be a lot of action coming our way now. As if we didn't have enough action, that was just the warm-up. Now we're getting into action. You've got social political unrest revolution in Chile. You've got social political revolution unrest in Peru, in Turkey, in Lebanon. You've got one in France and in Germany and in England, in America. Basically, they're cooking for civil war. Hopefully it will not happen, but that's what's cooking. You've got the heat is heating up. You've got unresolved elections, as we knew that will happen. It just makes sense when it happened with all the astrology of this time. And we've got the peak of the third wave, parabolic wave I've spoke about for many months. It's actually happening around the world. Europe and America is basically achieving a new records of daily cases of sickness and death, unfortunately. Not that it's not a good thing. I'm not celebrating it. I'm just saying it's another thing that is happening as predicted, as a temper mark based on the alignments. It is no surprise that we have a third parabolic wave on the weekend of Jupiter conjunct Pluto for the third final time. That's what it is. And now there's a lot of things coming up for us. We have survived a very intense week. So kudos to us, clap your hand, pat yourself on the back. It's like, whew. It wasn't comfortable, it wasn't easy, it wasn't fun, but I made it through. I am still here, all right? Very intense week it was, and we spoke about it last week. I'm kind of trying to regroup myself after all this drama. They kind of like swelled me out of my peaceful center that was so ready for you. So, wow, there's so much intensity in the air. Last week I told you this is the Scorpio season of all Scorpio seasons, and it's definitely it. Let me show you how much Scorpio we've got, right? Hello, Jules, the warrior. We've got the sun. Look at the chart at your 2 o'clock, 1:30 o'clock. The sun, 22 degrees Scorpio. Juno, 18 degrees Scorpio. The moon, 8 degrees Scorpio. Mercury, 3rd degree Scorpio. That's the Scorpio. Now, who ruled Scorpio? The original ruler was Mars until 1930, where we discovered Pluto. And when we discovered Pluto, then Pluto kind of took charge over Scorpio because it just made more symbolic kind of understanding that it is Scorpio. So Mars is ruling Eris and Pluto rules Scorpio, but we can say that both Mars and Pluto are the rulers of Scorpio. Let's see what's happening with Mars and Pluto, on top of having the Sun, Juno, Moon, and Mercury in Scorpio. Pluto, on your 12 o'clock, 11:45, on the 22nd degree of Capricorn, is the ruler of Scorpio. Yesterday, 8 a.m. in the morning, Jupiter, the one next to him, in blue, is on the 23 degrees and 5 minutes now. But yesterday, Jupiter was on top of Pluto. Jupiter is the magnifying glass. It's the telescope. It's the one that enlarges and magnifies everything, make it louder. Okay? So he was magnifying Pluto, which is the ruler of Scorpio, while we have everything else in Scorpio. And what's up with Mars? As this is happening, Mars is stationed in direct. And is literally going direct. So you can see right now, Mars is on your 9 o'clock, you can see here 15 degrees and 14 minutes. We see the S. S is stationing. Now if I'll take it a bit forward, now think of it like that. When a planet is stationing, it's not going like, okay, I'm done retrograding, now moving forward. No, it takes a time. It's like, think of a ship, and the ship is going one direction, and suddenly the ship needs to turn around. So it goes like, okay? So the stationing is that ship turning around. No more going back, start turning around. So it takes a few days. It takes usually 2 to 3 days prior and after, where it's kind of like normal, like dead stop, not moving back, but dead stop, not moving forward. And every time that a planet is stationing, this is where its energy is felt in the most intense way. Because what is the concept of stationing anyway? It's not that the planet is really going back. It doesn't exist really in the skies, in space. What happens basically is that the planets circle the sun. And in this astrology, in this chart, we use the Earth as the center. So the planets also have circles with the Earth. So as the planet is circling, coming close to the Earth, here, it seems as if the planet is going backwards because the Earth is passing it. Okay? So that's the retrograde. So it comes like in like stationing, go retrograde, and then it's like stationing, go direct, and that. But it also means that they are the closest to each other in their orbits. And that's why the influence, the energetic effect of the planet that is stationing is felt in the most intense way because it's the closest to Earth. So right now, here is planet Earth, and here is Mars sitting right there with us, like boom, 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 boom. And in the same time that Mars is there, giving us like this fire, then on the other angle, we've got Pluto and Jupiter and Pluto aligning. So it's like Jupiter, Pluto, Earth, Mars. And it's very powerful because Pluto is Scorpio, Mars is Scorpio, the Sun is in Scorpio with the Moon, with Mercury, with Venus. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. So happy birthday, Scorpios. What is the Scorpio? Scorpio is the most intense star sign. Scorpio is intense emotions, intense feelings, intense needs, deep desires. It's deep wants. Scorpios are around power. Scorpios are very powerful. They're very psychic. Scorpio is about investigating and discovering the secrets and penetrating to the depth. It's like, no, I don't take what you show me on top of the surface. I'm going to go into your guts, and I'm going to go into your heart, and I'm going to your addictions, and I'm going to go into your psyche, and I'm going to go into your subconscious and your unconscious, because I want to know who you are, really who you are, and why you are the way you are, and is it really who we want to be? Is it really serving our true desires, needs, wants, feelings, emotions, connection, intimate, kundalini, orgasm? That's all Scorpio. But it's interesting because in order for us to experience an orgasm, we need to get out of our head. We need to let go of ourselves. We need to surrender to the power of making love in order for us to experience the transcendence of making love into an orgasm. So Scorpios have their power, and their shadow is around power. They can be overpowering, they can be disempowered until they discover their power. There can be corruption of power. Scorpios are very sexual star sign. It's that taboo, dirty subject that we usually don't talk about. In Scorpio, oh yeah, baby, we are talking about that. So it's kind of like, if you go to to a very civil kind of church, you go to Libra. It's like, yeah, okay, yes, yes. But in Scorpio, it's like, no. In Scorpio, you go to the Temple of Shadows, into Shambhala, into the underworld, and you go and you explore your demons, you explore your shadows, you explore your desires, you explore your sexual needs, your sexual urges, your fantasies, your kinkiness. Like, why do you have that? Why do you think like that? I hope that kids are not watching this. And if kids are watching this, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just Scorpio. And I hope that some of you old kids are, not too confronted by this, but this is Scorpio. We have to talk about it. And it's very much up in the air. So, excuse me for a second. So yeah, but you must admit, it was quite a good improvisation. I was like, oops, I've been blocked. Okay, thank you. Close that stream, start a new stream. Thank you very much. See you later, YouTube. That's the mass. It's like, here I am again, facing restriction, facing the authority, facing the regulation. Leave alone that there's a lot of bad stuff on YouTube that are allowed to exist, but this is not. Okay, no problem. I'll find my way. That's mass. I have to find my way to satisfy my needs and to speak my truth, exposing the secrets and the lies. That's Mars station in direct. That's Scorpio season. There is no more BS, family. No more BS. The amount of disclosures that is going to come now, from now into 2021, will blow our minds. The amount of disclosures is going to blow our minds. There's so much going to start coming out now, because this is what Scorpio is about. And just to give us the trigger for that, I'm going to straight away take you. I want to show you what's going on Tuesday, okay? Something's getting me to go there. Let's go to Tuesday. I want to show you. And we come back to this energy, right? But I want to show you Tuesday. Here is Tuesday. And there we go. Why am I going to Tuesday? Don't worry, you'll know in a second. Patience. Like you all had when we kind of canceled the live stream. Tuesday, on your 3 o'clock, Mercury, 8 degrees, Scorpio, in opposition to Uranus, 8 degrees, Taurus, for the third final time. This is very powerful. I'm going to reveal Peter, because they blocked you again, beautiful Peter. Hello, beautiful Peter. And hello, Claire. And hello, Dee. And hello, Costa. Awesome, awesome. And hello, Kimberly. Hey, good to see your name, beautiful girl. So this is Tuesday at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, there's going to be shocking news coming out. Shocking news. In the world, Uranus rules the world. Uranus rules people. Uranus rules the higher mind. Uranus rules revolutionary, unexpected, sudden, shocking events, change, traumatic. Mercury, the lower mind, the perception, the thought, the communication, the expression, the media. In Scorpio, revealing the hidden, the secrets. The shit show is about to get real. Now, this is in the world, but it also means for us, in our personal relationships, in our colleagues, friends, circle, family, and within us, inside of us, something goes ping, I got it. Something goes revelation, enlightenment, aha, download, channeling. This Uranus rules out of space and time, aliens, higher beings, entities. Mercury is the mind. This is like a very powerful crown chakra, third eye chakra energy. So for the psychics of you, this means high potential for massive downloads. I highly recommend everyone to meditate on Tuesday evening, say 6:30 to 7:30. Highly recommended to be in meditation in that time, and to meditate for intention of receiving insight, guidance, knowing. And don't look for it in your mind. It might be very busy mind. It's about kind of shut your lower mind off so your higher mind could channel the information into your lower mind. This is Tuesday evening. I will have a private group meditation on that night. There's a beautiful group of friends coming to meditate with me. And this reminds me, let's do that at the beginning, something that I don't do usually. Do me a favor, as you can see, YouTube doesn't really like what I do too much, right? The last live stream I had last week was kind of shadow banned for some reason. There were only like 200 views. The usual average is 650, 700. That's interesting by itself because this week as I got back to my physical practice and I walked down the street, I met a lot of people that gave me the impression they are watching this live stream. So that gave me an insight that many more people are watching the live stream than what YouTube is showing me in the numbers. So do me a favor. I'm here doing everything in my best to show up for you, to talk to you, to share with you, to empower you. Give me a good like on this movie. Because as you press the likes on the movie, the algorithms are picking it up and allowing it to spread further. Do me another favor. Subscribe to the channel, because the more subscribers will have to the channel, the algorithms of the artificial intelligence of YouTube picking that up and allowing the channel to be more spread. So it's only thanks to viewers that my channel can get like more exposure and more people kind of joining us. Otherwise, I'll just be battling my head here against the shadow walls. So, like the movie, please. Doesn't cost you anything. Just press on the like, subscribe to the channel. If you want to know when we're doing live stream, just click on the bell icon, and that will give you the notifications when we do live stream. That's the basic assistance support you can do for me, and I thank you very much for that. The second way to support us is to join our Patreon. Patreon is the platform that we use in order to share everything I can share, because I can't do it on Facebook, and I can't do it on Instagram, and I can't do it on YouTube to the extent that I do it on Patreon. Because on Patreon is my creative expression. This is where they don't block me, shadow me, and I share a lot of good things with the community. Part of the Patreon membership will allow you to receive new moon and full moon sound healing meditations every month if you join that tier. And on top of that, we have our Telegram chat rooms. We have a chat room for our spiritual awareness. We have a chat room for our own market group where we kind of sell and buy and share what we do. It's empowering the individuals to thrive within a community. And we have the chat room about the cryptocurrency, where I give the constant guidance, education, how to do it, what to do, what not to do, updates, daily updates about the market, what's going on. So if you've gone into Bitcoin and you need some more guidance, and you want to be a part of an awesome group of people that fly into the moon together, join us. If you haven't joined Bitcoin yet, it is not too late. It is not too late yet. If you need to join in and you want to know how to do it properly, please join us as well. It's part of what I do now, providing the proper guidance for people of how to do it, and giving you the power to take action, giving you the power to make decisions. I'm just a guide that shows you how to do it properly. You can join us for $8 a month, and you get all this. Honestly, it's nothing. If you want the meditations, you have to join to the highest tier, which is still for $22 a month. You get new moon and sound healing meditation and full moon every month. So very affordable, and you get a lot. This week, all our Patreon community, because of the support and devotion to be with us, they all received also a discount for our sound healing meditations this week. So this constantly, we are givers. We just give and give and give and give and give. And all you need to do is just show a token of exchange and give us back, and you'll get much more. You just give a bit and you get a lot. That's kind of how it works. Everyone's feeling happy, everyone's thriving, everyone's empowered. So join us on patreon.com/healingdelight. Thank you very much. If you don't want to join us, you want to do it your own way, because your ego mind tells you that that's the right way, there's no problem with that. You can do that. If you just need a bit of a direction, there is a link in the blurb of this movie with the affiliate links. And very soon, tomorrow actually, we are planning to launch our affiliate links landing page, which Julia is working on right now. And it's going to be really, really awesome. And it's starting to take us to the next phase. We are hoping in December to migrate our activity from Patreon to our own website. So we are no longer operating through third parties. We're bringing it all home. And that's where we're going to have even more freedom. So there's a lot of good things coming down our way. So yeah, if you want to join us, join us. But if you don't want to join us and you still need some guidance and directions, there is all the connections you need for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in the affiliate link page. My highest, best recommendation for you is to use Caleb & Brown, which is the brokerage. It is the best service, the safest service, and awesome people, and they will treat you well. If you use our links, you're going to get some discounted fee, and they will know you came through us, and they really, really love our community. That's it for promotion. Thank you very much. Now, Mercury opposite Uranus. Channeling, insight, revelation, secrets revealed, unconscious things revealed, subconscious things revealed, connecting the dots, aha moment, the light bulb goes ping, and this is the third final time that it happens. Let me take you to the first. I spoke about it in the previous live stream. I'm going to take it 3 weeks back. 1, 2, 3, and a few more days. So, reminding you, follow Mercury. Mercury is on your 2 o'clock. Mercury went from Libra, and this is the 14th of October, okay? It went from Libra to the 11th degree of Scorpio. But before that, let me just actually... There we go. So, Mercury entered Scorpio. He met with Juno. Let me take it back so you'll see it. There you go. Mercury was with Juno on the 29th of September, 30th of September, 1st of October. He was still with Juno. In Scorpio, trying to discover the hidden secrets, unknown things that prevent us or being hidden from us or manipulating us. Dynamic of power, things around sexuality, intimacy, in relationships, in marriages, in sacred unions. Scorpio is also around money, so it could be also the dynamic of sex, but it can be also dynamic of money. Maybe you and your business partner, or you and your landlords, or you and your bank, or you and your mortgage. You know, something suddenly being revealed to you, or maybe you were scammed, maybe they tried to scam you, all kind of things like that. Then Mercury moved on, and on the 7th of October, take note now, okay? Take note. Wednesday, 7th of October, around, 5 weeks ago, Mercury was on the 9th degree of Scorpio, in the first time, opposition to Uranus, 9th degree Scorpio. Okay? Something was revealed in the department of sexuality, of intimacy. And that energy back then, I said, it was almost like an urge to explore. A bit of kinkiness, a bit of open-mindedness, a bit of outside of the box. Maybe, some people were drawn maybe to... I don't want to go too much into it because it's that dirty subject that some people can take in the wrong way because it's against the taboo. That's Scorpio, okay? So it's kind of like maybe a fantasy, maybe some new things coming into the bedroom, maybe some, insights about your own kind of inner kinkiness, your hidden desires. Maybe some urges happened back then. Maybe something was revealed to you through exploration about you or about your partner. That was the 7th of October. Mercury moved forward to the 11th degree, and then he stationed and started going direct. And what happened when he went direct? He met Uranus again on the 19th of October. 7th of October, first time. 12 days after, 19th of October, second time. Pick this one. Oh yeah, let's think about that. What just happened there? That's the second time. What just happened there? What was just shown to me? I need to understand this. I need to go deeper. It's like, let me reflect about that. Let me process. What is this about? What is this about? Inquiry, investigation, Scorpio, going into the underworld, into the... How could possibly my trauma is playing with me in that way that is making me desire that? Or how is this fantasy, I said it back then to people as a tool of like exploring fantasy as a way to manipulate the mind to expose to us some unconscious, subconscious desire, hidden shadow, need, urge, that as we give it light through fantasy, we can suddenly discover and learn something about ourselves, as we can see how it still plays with us. So second time I was like, yeah, I need to process this. And again, it was with Juno. So it's directly linked to your most intimate, sacred relationships, your marriage, your job, your family, your group of friends, directly linked. And then, as Mercury went into investigation, follow him on your 3 o'clock, 4th degree, then he moved into Libra, he's retrograding, went into Libra. Remember we spoke about it, that's the 28th of October. Mercury went into Libra, and on the other hand, Venus kicked into Libra. So Mercury, when he was with Juno, marriage, relationship in Scorpio, something exposed, let's process this. What is going on here? What is hiding here? What is this secret? What is universe, spirit trying to show me? It's kind of psychic. It's kind of intuitive knowing. You go like, something is going on here. I need to keep on watching. It's like, that I'm watching you. So it's like people do it with 2 fingers, but I always do it to my son with 3 fingers. I'm watching you. Through my physical eyes and my third eye, I'm watching you. So sometimes he's doing something cheeky and I go like, let's see if you know where I put that thing. And I tell him, well, it's there. He's like, how did you know? And I tell him, because I'm psychic, Mali. I told you many times. So it's like, I'm watching you, baby. So then Mercury kicked into Libra, Venus kicked into Libra. And that was like more like, okay, let's just sit around the table. Libra is like civil, diplomatic, a fair conversation that is about justice. It's not about attacking. It's not about disempowering. It's not about fighting. It's about, let's talk about this. Let's really think about it in a fair manner because we want to find balance, peace, and harmony. Now, why is this fascinating, the process with Mercury? Is because the same place, look, Mercury retrograded all the way back to the 25th degree of Libra, and then he's stationed, as Venus already on the 8th degree of Libra. It's like, hey, I spoke about last week, hey, Venus, the Sun is closing in on Juno. He's going to meet Juno, and the Sun is the soul, the I am, right? The royal self is coming into Juno. It's like the mind picked up on something. And as the mind investigates this and gone to meet Venus, the goddess of love, money, relationship, finance, beauty, balance, happiness, harmony in Libra. So it's like we're trying to find the balance. We're trying to find the right perception, the right understanding. So because we want justice, but we want it in a fair way. As Mercury and Venus doing that, the Sun closed on Juno. It's like, hey, Juno, here I am, the royal self, the soul. You just told something to Mercury, and my mind is really analyzing, digesting this, and here is my soul. I am open. What is it that I need to know? Because I know that I'm going through a very powerful process of evolution. Pluto, in that time Jupiter is closing on Pluto at your 12 o'clock. I know that a very powerful process of evolution is happening here. This is no joke. This is big. This is serious. This is going to affect my life for many, many years ahead. This is no joke. So what is it that I'm supposed to know about my sacred union? About my relationship? I am open. I'm not attached. I'm here. I want to hear the truth. So Mercury went like, okay. I just spoke to Venus. And she kind of told me something that is fair. It's like, yeah, we need to be fair. We need to also consider other people. It's not just about us. It's also the other people who are involved. We need to understand why they do what they do as well. We need to look into their traumas, into their history, into their story, to see why they behave the way they behave, so we don't judge them as if they are like bad people, but we're trying to understand them so we know how to work with it for balance and harmony. And then Mercury moved direct. And where is Mercury now? Mercury right now is on 3rd degree Scorpio. Earlier today at 4 o'clock, the moon was on top of Mercury. Okay? So the moon entered Scorpio. She passed Mercury. She's now on her way to Juno. And tomorrow at 4 o'clock and 4 minutes, it will be the new moon in Scorpio, where the moon is going to be on top of the sun on the 23rd degree of Scorpio. There's a lot to talk about that by itself, okay? But I'm giving you the layers in the background. So this is the ongoing story just with Mercury. So Mercury has met Uranus, he set with Juno, he retrograded back with Juno in opposition to Uranus, very powerful. Then Mercury stepped back into Libra, met Venus, while the Sun came into Juno. Now the Sun passed Juno, and now Mercury kicked back into Scorpio. And on Tuesday evening, Mercury will be in the third final opposition to Uranus. So remember, 7th of October, then the 19th of October. Something happened on the 7th of October. Ting! 19th of October, you start diving deep into. Now comes the realization. Now comes the aha, I get it. Now comes the revelation. Now comes the insight. Now comes the click. You connecting the dots. Something just go bam, okay? And that's what's coming now this week. So big shocking news are going to come out. Prepare the popcorn bucket. I saw someone say that, prepare the popcorn bucket. I just check on the chat room. Hello, Claire. Hello, Dee. I said Costa. Sorry, I missed that before. Hello, Katrina. Claire, your birthday is on Tuesday. Planning to spend the night by myself, meditating, journaling, focusing on how I want my life to be. Excellent. And happy birthday, Claire, for Tuesday. Foreign Wheels. Vanderpool. Hi, Ami. Hello. Hello, Vanderpool. Hello. Oh, you're coming on Tuesday. Oh, fantastic. Alicia and Pala. Hello, Pala. Pala is now with us in Byron. Woohoo. And David, my brother, beautiful brother. It was so good to see you all this week, guys. Michelle. Hello, Michelle and Lisa. It was super, super good to see people this week. That was like the highlight of my week. So yeah, this is just Mercury. Okay? You put that note. 7th of October, click. 19th of October, reflection until now. This coming Tuesday, the third time, bam. And it's not just Tuesday night. It's from now. It's building up. Venus is on the 3rd degree. It's slowly gonna creep into the 8th degree, by the way, where the moon is right now. So it's also today, emotion, feeling, something brewing inside of us today. We don't necessarily understand what it is. When Mercury is gonna come to the 8th degree where the moon is right now today, we're gonna get that understanding. So the process is already here. The seed has been planted by the moon, by Mercury before, but now comes the moon. So pay attention to your psyche. Scorpio is very psyche. Scorpio is intuition, clairvoyance, clairaudience. Scorpio is that ability to see through people, to read people, to receive insight from spirit that have no evidence on the surface, like a dream or a vision in meditation or a certain knowing. That's Scorpio. So pay attention because the process is already in the making. Okay? Now, there's just so much that I'm trying to simplify the layers for you, but you don't understand how intense and multi-faced this is. This is just Mercury. Let's move on to Mars, because Mars is the highlight of today. Now, moving to Mars. Mars is on the 15th degree and 14 minutes stationing. Okay? Now I'm going to show you when exactly it's going direct. There we go. Oh, there we go. So, we're looking at Sunday, 11 a.m. Not yet. A bit more. There we go. 11:37 a.m. 11:36 a.m. Tomorrow, 11:36 a.m., we're going to be in sound healing meditation for the new moon. This is when Mars is direct. So right now it's stationing. It's kind of like the... Tomorrow at 11:36, starting to move. Now, it's not going like boom. It's like those trains that used to be on coal? So it starts like, shake, shake, check, 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 check. So that's going to unfold over the next few months. Now, reminding you some fact that I spoke of long time ago. This is a very long time for Mars to be in Eris. Usually Mars spends 6 weeks in a star sign. Mars is in Eris since June. 6 months. It's only gonna leave Aries in beginning of January. Okay? So it's a very intense process that is auspiciously, divinely perfect, that through all this transformation that is going on in Capricorn and in the Scorpio, Mars is kind of like in Aries, searching for his way, searching for himself, his new destiny, his new sense of self, his new identity, his courage, his motivation, his empowerment. Mars is like, I need to go now. I want to do what I want to do, and I don't care about anyone. I'm going there now, doing that. Bam, boom. That's Mars. But Mars kicked into Aries at June when we went into second wave lockdown. So it was a very challenging journey for Mars in Aries from the beginning, because what did he face? He faced lockdown, restrictions, regulations by the authorities, by the law and order, he just couldn't get his way. He couldn't follow his destiny. He felt disempowered, lacking of motivation because he's sitting on his bum at home in lockdown. He can't do the yoga he wants to do as always. He can't exercise as much as he wants to do. He doesn't get his desires. Single people can meet other single people and have a bit of, intimate fun. Married couples, intimate relationships going through lockdown with kids, with everything, also have some deficiencies in that aspect. It affects all of us. And then the lockdown is a trigger for traumatic pathways to wake up, because we are in a state of survival, safe fight or flight mode in some ways. So it's we all in a bit not quite ourselves. We want to be ourselves, we want to assert ourselves, we want to be who we want to be and go and do, but we can't. And then at the same time, we're subjected to traumatic pathways. So we're like, wait a second, is that me or is that not me? Why is this? Why am I thinking like that? Why am I feeling like that? Why am I acting like that? What is happening to me? Where is the me that I used to know? Where is that oomph? Where is that power? What's going on with me? Why can't I get my way? That's Mars been doing in Aries. He got to the 27th degree of Aries, and then he went retrograde all the way to the 15th degree where he stops right now. But I just want to show you how intense this is, because let's go to the 3rd of July and 3rd of November. Look at that. There we go. The 3rd of November at 7:30 p.m., Mars kicked into the 15th degree. It's since the 3rd of November that Mars is on this degree, and I'm going to take you now through the days. He's gone 15, he stops, and then he moves forward, and he's only leaving the 15th degree on the 25th of November. From the 3rd of November until the 25th of November, Mars is on the 15th degree. This is a lot of time for Mars to sit on 1 degree. It's like cooking, get me out, I want to go, I want to do, I want to be, I want to achieve, I deserve this, I want this, what is going on? And he's cooking, and he's cooking, and he's cooking. Now, as he's stopping on the 15th degree, who is he facing? I'm going back to now. So only on the 25th degree, only on the 25th of November, which is 2 weeks from now, only then Mars will get out of the 15th degree. So even though he's stationing 15 degree 14 minutes, it will take him another 2 weeks to move from the 14 minutes to the 0 minute of the 16 degrees. So it's how much is it? 46 minutes, astrological minutes. It's a long time. That means what I said at the beginning. high potential for frustration, irritation, anger, upset, blast of urges of like, where is my way? Where is my desire? Where is my need? What's going on? I'm done with this lockdown. I'm done with this regulation. I'm done with them telling me what to do, them telling me what to think. I don't know what about you, but the face mask is starting to get into me now. Like, I notice it's like, okay, this is starting to get too much. Okay, cool. I was the first one to put on a mask. You can look into my Instagram page. Around the 18th of January, I was the first one to put on a mask and people didn't know what I was doing. Because that's who I am. I'm preparing the people for what's coming. But now, when there is 0 cases for over like 10, 11, 12 days, it's like you realize that there is not much difference in the landscape that we live in reality. In November 220 of now, November 19, it's exactly the same situation outside. There is nothing, but we are wearing masks. So now I had voiced my opinion that now it's starting to get to the ridiculous place. Now it's kind of like, look, it was legit, for sure. But now I'm questioning. I'm questioning why we're still wearing face masks. I mean, when we have 0 cases, honestly. So that's my personal kind of questioning opinion, but this is what I'm showing you. This is my mask. It's got like far out, this mask. I can't take it anymore. Okay, I've put it. I respected the law. I respected the authority. I respected the collective need. I respected it all. I am the one that helped and advocate that kind of teaching of like, just wear the mask, just suck it up, just do what we need to do. But now, seriously, it's like, come on, get us out of this. So this mask, for example, okay? It's like the warrior, as he got to the 15th degree, who is he facing? He's facing Chiron. Chiron in Eris is not easy at all, because Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron is our deepest insecurity. It's our pain, it's our trauma, it's how we got hurt in life, how we got disempowered in life, it's how we don't get our way in life. So on top of Mars being retrograding all this time, it's kind of facing Chiron. It's like, I don't want this identity of wounded anymore. This is a calling. It's a deep calling for us. This Scorpio, this Jupiter-Pluto, this is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is the warrior wakes up. It's like, I'm done. I'm done being a victim to this situation. I am done being wounded by that narrative. I am done being insecure because of that crappy story that is in my mind because of what happened to me in my past. I am done being treated like that. I am done being talked to like that. I am done being here doing everything I can but not having my needs met, desires met, wants met, direction met, purpose met. Done. I need to have a new identity. I need to have a new sense of self. I need to find my sense of empowerment. I need to find my sense of purpose. I need to get my power back into myself. My motivation, my confidence. 2020 has shattered me, smashed me, chiseled me, braked me, just abused me. Mars says in Eris, 2020 didn't allow me to do what I want. I've been sitting with this in all this retrograde and I am done. I am now moving direct. And I'm not just moving direct. I am moving direct on a new moon in Scorpio. The mother of all transformation. Intense evolution transformation by facing the shadows, facing the darkness, facing the secrets, facing the lies, facing the abuse of power, abuse of sexuality, facing it. Talking about it, revealing and exposing the truth. Mercury is in Scorpio. There's going to be a lot of truth being exposed. There's going to be a lot of conversations, a lot of discussions, a lot of things being revealed and exposed and understood by us that is going to give that Mars going direct, that reassurance of like, you go, baby. You go where you need to go. You do what you need to do. You be who you want to be, and don't be afraid of any more old stories that kept you afraid in the past. It is time to kill that. It is time to end that. Jupiter comes on top of Pluto. Jupiter is on top of magnifying and expanding. Jupiter is the meaning. Jupiter is the understanding of the teaching. the philosophy, the guru, the masters, the teachers, the sages. It is the old knowledge. It is the education we got in life. It is what we understand and learn through life experience that gives us the rewards. You know, as we experience things in life, we realize. Oh, wait a second. We have to answer this. Listen to this. Hello, beautiful Ruth.
G'day, Ali. Sorry for being nagging about your classes.
That's okay. You are on live stream right now. You want to say hello to all the viewers?
I will say hello to all the viewers. How do you do? Okay.
All right. I'll call you back later, Ruth.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
This is Ruth, the Master Fairy. A beautiful lady from our community. I love her dearly. That was funny, wasn't it? So, Jupiter on top of Pluto. Pluto is like death and rebirth. Pluto is the sense of power. Pluto is the evolution. Pluto is deep transformation. Pluto is like, no, it is Darth Vader. I posted on Instagram this week, Darth Vader walking. It's like, prepare for my... No, it's like, prepare for my arrival. And Jupiter coming on top of it for the third time. So, let's go to that cycle for a moment. Or should I stay with Mars? Wait a second. There's one more thing I want to show you about Mars. The last time Mars did a full retrograde in Eris was 1941. We haven't had Mars full retrograde in Eris since 1941. And I said it last live stream. 2 months after Mars went direct in Eris like he's doing now, there was the Pearl Harbor bombing that then unfolded into the saga of World War and stuff. It's very, very powerful, okay? And also at that time, in 1941 also, it was in opposition to Venus. So we had last week the opposition of Mars and Venus. That's on top of everything else, yeah? As Mars is stationing, Venus came in Libra and opposed it and it's like, hey. Listen, Mars, I need you to repair some things here. Your identity, your personality, you keep on being wounded, you're manifesting all kind of things that keep on wounding you, you manifest your traumas, you manifest your insecurities. You have to check into yourself and decide, like, who are you? What is your values? Where is your integrity? Who do you want to be? What is this identity you want to be? Because what you've done until now, it was all right, but it doesn't really go together. It doesn't really bring peace and harmony to the table. That's Venus in Libra. And Mercury was there with her too. So it's like, yeah, man, we need to get this right. The mind ego needs to be readjusted, repaired, restructured, so we start manifesting who we are and what we really deserve. So now Venus has moved on. And Venus, let's go back to now here. So this is back now. And so, yeah, Mars is doing the dance here with Chiron as the moon has passed through Mercury, planting the seed for the Mercury alignment with Uranus. And then tomorrow, the moon will be on top of Juno. We will feel it in our closest environment. And then the moon will come into the sun. New moon in Scorpio. It's time to transform. It's time for the phoenix to rise from the ashes. Mars direct, Jupiter on top of Pluto, on the same weekend of a new moon in Scorpio. This is intense transformation to the max. Lift up the dial. Vroom. This is the phoenix suddenly under the ashes goes like and rising. And of course, it's a process that's going to unfold, but it's like super. The most intense transformation we ever had in our life on a personal and collective levels are happening right now. And we are now in the final hour of the birthing room in the birthing canal. And on the 22nd of December, with the eclipse, with the summer solstice, with Jupiter, that's what's happening now. Now Jupiter is leaving Pluto behind, slowly fading away from Pluto. And he's marching towards Saturn. And if you just watch them here, right? Jupiter and Saturn. I showed it last time as well. I'm going to move wicks. Saturn will move into Aquarius. There you go. Saturn Aquarius, 17th of December. While the moon is with Jupiter on the 29th degree. It was like, wow! It's like, wow, I can't tell you how wow it is. And there's so much other things we can talk about, yeah? 17th of December, Saturn kicks into Aquarius. And then on, oops, sorry, I passed it. And then on the 22nd, Jupiter meets Saturn. And this is Jupiter trumpet blowing on Saturn in Aquarius. The new world is birthing. The new structure, the new karma, the new cycle for humanity. Aquarius is humanity. It's the people. It's disconnection. It's disassociation. And it's also coming together for the greater cause of all. It's futuristic, it's innovative, it's high-tech, it's technology, it's artificial intelligence, it's space travels, it's alien races, it's galactic races exposing themselves. It is not necessarily on, it's basically the Aborigine have told us that on that day that's what will happen. So I'm just giving you astrological insight that's very much supportive of the Aborigine prophecy of the 22nd or 21st of December. Very, very interesting. Also, both Jupiter and Saturn are the biggest planets in our solar system, and they are both gas giants. They are basically balls of gas. And there is a clear indication, a correlation, that every time there is a powerful alignment with a gas planet, there is some big earthquakes. So I'm not saying it will have to happen, but there is high potential that around that time, there will be some big earthquakes. Potentially, especially with Uranus in Taurus, that's another support for earthquakes, Mother Nature, sudden shocking events. So there's a lot coming down for us, but from now until that day, which is around a month, it's going to be a lot of action of transformation, reminding you a new moon starts a new moon cycle. And right now when we speak, we're in the dark moon phase. So tomorrow morning, if you wake up at sunrise, you will see Venus rising star and the shadow moon next to her. It's going to be a beautiful sight to watch at sunrise, the Venus and the moon. They're not that far away from each other. So we covered Mercury, we covered Mars, and now we covered also the Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, what's going on there. And the other cool thing that I wanted to say before about Mercury retrograde, why is it so cool? Because if I'll take you to October, let's say 10th of October, 2018. There we go. You will see that, where are you, Venus? There is Venus. You see Venus here on the 1 o'clock? So this is 2018, okay? So Venus went also, look, it's amazing. It's actually amazing. She went to the 10th degree of Scorpio, just like Mercury. Mercury got to the 11th. Venus got to the 10th degree of Scorpio and did exactly the same retrograde. Look at her. She's here in orange, and I'm moving the days. She's going back. And what did she do as she did that? Look at that. 0 degree. She was in opposition to Uranus, just like Mercury. Okay? So this happened on the 30th of October. No, this happened on the 31st of October. 1st of November. 31st of October, when Venus was in opposition to Uranus. Something happened to us. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose. Something happened to us in our relationships, in our finances, in our businesses, in our values. In October 2018, sudden, shocking, unexpected, maybe traumatic, kind of out of the box, that kind of caused something in that department. That something which happened back then is now, with Mercury on those degrees, going through a process of realization, and it's like almost like it's been like 2 years, and suddenly Mercury goes like, that thing that just happened to me back then, ever since then, I'm trying to understand what happened. What happened to me? What happened to them? What made it happen? And why? Because I still don't fully understand it. And that's what Mercury is doing now. Is exposing, revealing what is behind what happened in 2018. What is going on here? Okay, so I just wanted to show you that because it's quite fascinating. Now, as we go on, Venus is retrograding all the way back to the 26th degree. Mercury went to the 25th, Venus to the 26th. It's exactly the same retrograde. And this is November already. And then, to the 25th, just like Mercury. Look, all the way to the 25th. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like copy-paste. And then she started moving forward and she met Uranus again on the 1st of December 2018. So from the middle of October until the middle of December 2018, something happened that Mercury is now figuring out, processing, thinking, reflecting, exposing, revealing. Ting. Write that down for yourself on the side, on top of the Mercury points that I gave you that happened over the last 2 months. So this last month and a half cycles with Mercury-Uranus, it got to do directly with what happened with Venus, October, December 2018. Very awesome, okay? Another cycle. I'm going to take you now. Today is like there's a lot of cycles. It's amazing. I'm going to take you now to December 2007. Why? Let's see. We are looking December. Okay. We are looking at Jupiter and Pluto. You see them here? I'm going to move a day. And there we go. Jupiter. There we go. The 2007. 12th of December 2007 was the last time that Jupiter met Pluto. It's a cycle of 13 years, okay? Jupiter's cycle around the Sun is 13 years. So because Pluto is a very far away planet, it doesn't really move much, okay? In these 13 years, Pluto just moved from the 28 degree Sag to the 23rd degree Capricorn where he is now. 13 years. And he's still, now he's going to get there and he's going to retrograde again. He's going to move forward. He has a few more years there. Okay? So this is where the cycle began. December 2007. And it was in Sagittarius. So it was around like a very optimistic kind of vision into the future, horizon, kind of, wow, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be that. And in Sagittarius, it's got to do with our reputation in society. How do we look up to, or who do we look up to, and who is looking up to us? How are we going to get a place of respect, recognition, and honoring in society? In Sagittarius, it's about how we're going to learn the best things out of our experiences in order to become wiser. And it's like Sag, it was back then about exploring foreign cultures, foreign teachings. We go to 2007, and that was around the time where yoga started to become really mainstream. This is where meditation was still kind of only in kind of very minimal new age kind of inner circles. I remember that time. I got married in that year. I got married on the 7th of July 2007, and that was only 6 months after I got to Australia. So this is like a year of me being in Australia. I just got married. Here I am in a foreign land, in a foreign culture, marrying a foreign woman, and having a whole new vision for myself, and thinking, who do I want to be? I mean, I'm nothing here. Nobody knew about me in Australia. I didn't know anyone. And so I stepped into I'm gonna I'm going to step into my music dream. I'm going to be the musician that I always wanted to be. And I started playing with bands and I started being on stage. And, this is amazing actually, because Australia Day is, what is it, the 16th of January? No, the 20, help me out in the chat. Australia, 26th of January, usually Australia Day. I lost the date suddenly. But it was in Australia Day 2008 where I was on stage in Federation Square as the final act of Australia Day ceremony, 26th of January. Thank you, Alexandria. So in this time, I was in rehearsal room with a band that I put together of Israeli musicians, Australian musicians, and Sudanese musicians. And it was around the concept of a multicultural band for Australia Day concert. And I had to compose a whole composition of 9 minutes made out of 3 songs. And there were many artists involved. And I was nothing back then. I was just a new immigrant. I didn't even have my residency back then. But I just had that kind of grand vision. And I found myself singing in front of like 10,000 people in Fed Square. It was the first time I was on stage singing since I was 13 years old. And here I am fulfilling the dream. I was like, yes, awesome, my dream, music, musician. And then I went on and created bands and da. So why am I telling you my story? Is to show you that this is what happened to me back then. And through all that journey, 13 years later, here I am. And all these 13 years of being a musician and going to sound healing, I have gained a certain reputation. I've gained a certain recognition. I've gained a certain respect in society as I stepped into a role of a teacher, of a guide, of a healer. And this is kind of the journey through me. So try to see how it is through you. So the cycle that started in December, in this time, 12/12/2007, that ended yesterday. Now I'm going back to now. Yesterday. I'm going to take you one day back into yesterday. There you go. Jupiter on top of Pluto. Yesterday. And so when they come together, it's kind of like looking into this cycle and saying, okay, what have I learned? Who did I become? Did I gain more wisdom? Did I gain more teaching? Checking into myself. How am I? Am I in my integrity? Am I in my values? Who do I want to be from now on? Where do I take it from now on? Because now it's in Capricorn. So now they initiated a new cycle in Capricorn. So it's like, okay, so now that I've achieved that place in a society, my kind of reputation, my role, my this, my that, how am I going to structure it now in a responsible, dutiful, due diligence way that is for the long term, that has responsibility in it, it has law and order, it has a structure, and it is mature, and it is a serious kind of concept, not just like wishy-washy. So again, through my journey, here I am, I established a community, we moved online, we have now the website, we have, like now I'm doing also the crypto guidance, and I'm structuring everything into my website. It's all gonna be through there, and I'm making sure I'm doing everything right, structuring it right, delivering it right. So it's there for the long term, it's responsible, it's dutiful, it's all those things, okay? Because in the last 3 years, I've done my homework, I've done my research, I've learned a lot that gave me the knowledge and wisdom to be able to teach others. I'm telling you my story so you could kind of bounce off yourself and see how it is for you. So this is like a time now where Jupiter is like, hey, it's time to evolve to the next step. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I said the negative aspect, yeah, it's the third parabolic wave of death and the sickness because Pluto is death. It's also death of relationships, death of old businesses, death of old careers, death of old personality, death of old destiny, death of old... It's kind of like, it's time to end that. We've been in the cocoon, we've melted, and now we're kind of this butterfly. And this is where we are now. Like the birthing canal, I spoke about the last few months, I said we're in this cocoon, and now we are formed from water, from the liquid in the cocoon. After we melted from the caterpillar, we are folded into the butterfly. But now we are this new butterfly, but we are stuck in this cocoon. And you go like, look at me. This is not comfortable. I need to get out of here. And Mars is stationing direct. And he goes like, this doesn't fit me anymore. I can't take this anymore. This is too restrictive. This old identity, this old personality, this old wounded self. I've been transforming a lot, and I'm becoming something new, and I'm being restricted. It's like, no, it's time for me to evolve. It's time for me to grow. It's time for me to transform. Jupiter on top of Pluto. Mars is stationing direct. New Moon in Scorpio. Poof. The butterfly breaks out of the cocoon, baby. And suddenly I can breathe. Suddenly I can fly. Suddenly I can be me. After I faced the fear of being me, because, in the process of evolution, you kind of process things like, but if I will be the new me, the real me that I want to be, that will shake the ground. That will make some changes, and maybe some changes I'm scared of. Maybe I'm afraid because I want to evolve and I want to transform, but I also want to have my stability and my security, and these changes are threatening the stability and the security if I'll be that. So I'm kind of like, it's a bit itchy, it's a bit that, but then you confront that and you still push through that and you become that new. And yes, some people drop away. Yes, a job drop away. A career drop away, a personality drop away, a sense of self drops away, an old identity drops away, an old passion drops away, an old desire drops away. Yes, very possible. Yes, it can be sad. Yes, there could be grief. Yes, it's not pleasant. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's fearful. Yes. But if you are not going to try it, you're going to get stuck in your old, boring, psychotic bubble that has no future. How does that feel? Great, isn't it? So, in this time, it's kind of like, if you're not going to dare now, enjoy your psychotic, depressive bubble of the old life that you don't want to live anymore. Your choice, mate. Nothing wrong, nothing right. Just a choice, cause and effect. Simple. You haven't had enough of that insecurity? You want more? That's okay, you can. But it's pretty shitty, isn't it? Didn't you had enough? Thinking that you're too fat, or too skinny, or too tall, or too short? That you don't have the bottom of the Kardashian? You don't have the Botox lips? Yeah? And it's like, didn't you had enough of that? Of valuing yourself based on Botox lips? On silicone boobs, on Botox bottom, or on followers on Instagram, on followers on Twitter, on followers on Facebook? Didn't you have enough of validating yourself through external fake resources of social media? Didn't you have enough? You can have more, go for it. But it's not fun. So it's time to evolve. It's time to say, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. From now on, I'm going to love my bottom as it is. Flat or big, wobbly or toned. Simple. I know it's touching some people over there in the screen. It's like, hey, you are who you are, like it or not. Are you going to keep on living with yourself as a wounded one? Or are you going to rise up to the table and say, it's time to finish this crap? This is who I am. I've been this all my life. And I still deny it. And I still think that I'm not good enough. Stuff that. Until now, I was this insecure little pleaser in a relationship. Please love me. Whatever you do to me, it's okay. Just as long as you love me, okay? Don't leave me. I don't want to be single. Don't listen. You're living there and you've been mistreated. You've been denied. You've been neglected. You're crumbling. You're rottening. You are falling apart. But you're holding on because the taboo. You have to stay in the relationship because, it's better to have something than nothing. And it's better to have a bit of, something. Okay, no one is perfect. It's like, yeah, no one is perfect, but you can walk with something good and you can walk with something really bad. What do you want? If you're so bored, If it's not right, why are you holding yourself back from living your life? That's this process. It's kind of like, hey man, are you going to be a butterfly and fly and explore a new horizon? Or you're going to just be like, I don't know how to get out of the cocoon. I'll just die in the cocoon, all right? Let's leave me alone. There was never hope for me anyway. Step up. Mars direct. Warrior is coming back. I'm telling you, we're going to feel it. It's like in the last 2 months, since September. Mars has been retrograding since September. It could have been kind of like, oof, what's going on? I thought I have a direction and I thought I know where I want to go, but suddenly I'm questioning it and I don't know if I've got what it takes to make it happen. And, I don't know if I've made the right decisions, or maybe I've done mistake. No, I don't know if I can trust myself. I mean, how do I know if it's my ego, my mind, confusing me and wounding me, or if it's my soul or my heart? It's like, I don't know, but you do know. And if you don't know, you will know this month. You will know a lot this month on a personal level, interrelationship level, and on a collective global level. You are going to know a lot. Now, on top of everything that I spoke about until now, you've got Eris. Eris here. 23 degrees Eris. Yeah? Oh, need to move to now. Eris now. 23 degrees in Eris. Eris is the sister of Mars. Okay? So here they are. Mars and Eris. And this is like, if you've seen the Vikings, for example, this is like the brutal warriors. It's like that dark witch and the dark lord, and not the dark. It's not Eris. Yeah, Eris is kind of the dark witch. Eris thrives on blood and chaos. She wants to see dead bodies. She wants to see kill them all, rebel against the taboo. That's Eris. She's like marching into the streets and protesting against the taboo, protesting against the authorities, like, feminine equality, the women time to be heard. And suddenly, what do we have? We have women being chosen in new records to the Congress. Well, in an election that is still uncertain and full of a lot of things, but we've got many more women in leadership role. And the women coming is like, yes, feminine rising. And it could be a bit too much force and power that is not so feminine. That's important things to know, dear feminine. That if you really want to have a feminine rising, it's not about the feminine becoming masculine. No. We don't need all that. It's like, that's the trouble. We had too much masculine. The feminine rising is like the women coming to equality. But as they come into equality in society, finally, hallelujah, as they come into equality in corporation, in the bankings, in the governments, in leadership role, they need to bring the feminine. Compassion, patience, understanding, caring, love, affection, nurturing. Not become like... You look at women politicians, and honestly, they're just like men. Most of them are just like men. They're not different than the men's there. They're tough, they're strong, they're opinionated, they know what they want. What happened to Mother Teresa? Where is Mother Teresa in all this? That this is kind of the feminine. Mother Teresa. A leader that is a woman rising, feminine rising. So all this time, Eris, on the 23rd degree of Eris, she is squaring now Jupiter. So this is amplifying the emotional feminine archetype of standing up against the taboo. So at the same time, we've got this new moon in Scorpio. Mercury is in Scorpio, in opposition to Uranus. Mars goes direct. Jupiter on top of Pluto. There comes Eris, and she's squaring Pluto, and she's like, yeah, stand up for what is right. Don't bow down anymore. Rebel. Stand to the taboo. And he's like, don't be afraid of fight. Don't be afraid of a battle. Don't be afraid of blood. Don't be afraid. Just, fight for your right. Fight for your feminine right. Now, even for men, the feminine right is that archetype of emotions, of feelings. It's like, this is how I feel. This is what I need on an emotional level in order to feel secure, thriving, happy, joyous, connected. This is Scorpio's like deep, intimate connection. If you're in a relationship that is a relationship, but it's a vanilla, boring vanilla, not even special gelati vanilla of Italian specialist, but vanilla of the cheapest brand in the supermarket that costs you $5 for a 1 kilo tab, you know that it's not ice cream. You know that it's crap with a lot of vanilla flavor, right? So that's what it is. So it's kind of like, hey, what is the relationship you want? What is the kind of connection you want? What do you desire? What do you want? What do you need? Stand up for it, ask for it, demand it, talk about it, expose yourself. As you expose yourself, you will expose the other. And things will be exposed. Okay? So there's going to be a lot of intensity. I'm just preparing you, family. Now, we have to bear in mind, we are getting closer and closer to potentials of internet blockouts. Okay? So you need to be ready for this. Mercury and Uranus, this could also be like malfunctions, internet, hackers, scams. So for all the crypto family, I will say on Tuesday, Wednesday, do not touch your Ledger wallet. Do not get near exchanges. Do not get near trading. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be nuts. There's going to be a lot of hiccups. There could be possible mistakes. You might do a transaction. You go like, no, I put the wrong address. Oh no, I've lost all that. Oh no. Be careful. This is a high warning, okay? Personally, Tuesday, Wednesday, away from your wallets, away from exchanges. Just watch from the sideline. It's going to get crazy. Now, if we look at the crypto, what did we had on this Jupiter-Pluto? Bitcoin flying to the moon, right? Why is it flying to the moon? The kind of physical storyline reason is because I'm just trying to open it up for you so you'll see. Okay, there we go. And let me see how I do this. Yes, that's all right. Yep, okay. And what is this? Is it that? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm fixing something here for you. I'm going to try. It's going to be cool if I can do it. All right. So now let me show you. Oh, silly me. It's here. Need to move this. There's a lot of logistic on this side. You know that, yeah? So I want to show you. I'm basically using not the best way, but it's at least a way. And this is how it looks like. Dum-da-da-dum. Okay. This is Bitcoin. All right. Let me move it to the day. All right. So there you go. You can see what happened to us. Look at that. You know what this is here? This is where the poo was announced. This is March. The poo was announced and we had a big drop. But ever since then in March, look at us. 1, 2, and now we're doing the third parabolic wave. Okay? And this is very powerful. Why is it so powerful? Let me move to the weekly. I'll show you. Look at the weekly. We are nearly in the all-time high of 2017, December 2017. We are not that far. If you look at here, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weekly candles from 5,200 to 19,800 in 5 weeks, okay? And here we are. We're doing like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 6 weekly candles of just up and up and up and up and up. Now, nothing goes up forever. We will soon top it up, right? Where do we top? It's anyone's guess. Some people say we're here. We're topping up here in the 16,800 US. Some people say we'll top in the 17,200 US. But Bitcoin doesn't really care about what anyone thinks. Bitcoin can just go, no, sorry, I'm going to the all-time high. And just find himself there within a week or two, right? We don't know. Personally, I think that next week we're going to have a cool down. I think. I don't know as well. Because we have 1, 2, 3. Most likely, it has to catch up. So most likely, we will stop somewhere here. And then we have a correction to around here. All right? Which is around the 13.5. There you go. Around this line. Okay? We're probably going to correct down to here. When this correction happens, you better get in. You better get in. Okay? Again, I'm going just to this here. Okay? Look at that. This is March. Oops. This is March. Look at that. Let's go to the monthly. I'll show you the monthly chart. Look at that monthly chart. It's just beautiful, right? This is where I started telling people about Bitcoin. Here, over here. I started telling people about Bitcoin. And I told people to buy it here. And I told people to buy it here and here. I told the people to buy it. And I told people to buy it here too. And I told people to buy it here. And I told people to buy it here. And I told people to buy it here. And all this time, this is 2 years in the same price range, right? It's like, it looks like a lot, 3,000 to 13,000. But in the future, when you're going to see Bitcoin in the 100,000, in the million, later on in like a few years down the track, this will look like that, basically. This will look like that. Because in the future, it's going to be much higher. So if I'm going to now on the daily, I want to show you, I've been telling the community about this. So basically, here we are. We're kind of topping up already. See, this is signs of topping up. But there will be more because Tuesday evening, Mercury with Uranus, sudden unexpected changes in currency, okay? So this is directly linked to Bitcoin. So on Monday, we're going to start a new weekly candle. I believe that we're going to, maybe today, but tomorrow I believe we're going to have another push up. And that's my wild guess. It's not for sure. But my wild guess is that we're going to have a correction down to around here. This is around the area. You see, because on the weekly, we need to catch up with the 21 average, which is the white one. You see this white line? Usually on a bull market, we come back, we always touch that line. You see how we touch that line? So it's going to go up and it's going to seek to touch this line again. So no matter how high it will go, now this is going to move. It's going to move up this line and they're probably going to meet around here. Okay? So I do expect correction. I'm going to now take you back into me. I do expect correction. And this astrology is directly linked also to cryptocurrency, to Bitcoin. And I've been saying it so many times. And, you know, our community is already in amazing profits. And I'm so happy for that. And it's not too late for you as well, but you need to know how to have the right mentality, the right mindset. You need to understand the cycles. You know, if you get in now and suddenly Bitcoin goes down and you sell it, you don't know what you're doing. You don't buy high and you sell low. You buy low and you sell high, if you sell at all. But for many, many people in the Bitcoin community, in the crypto community, no one is planning to sell any Bitcoin for any dollar. Not until it touches $100,000, $500,000, $1 million. Nobody is selling. And many people of the crypto community, the Bitcoin OGs, say if you sell, you are stupid if you're selling. It is the most sought after asset in our galaxy right now. The corporate world is chasing it. The banking are all FOMOing in. The institutional money is FOMOing in. Millionaires and billionaires are FOMOing in. Why did we have this rise? Because on Thursday, PayPal announced the initiation that from now, any person who has an account with PayPal in the US have access to purchase Bitcoin or Ethereum. They can buy and sell. But on PayPal platform, people who buy Bitcoin don't have the option of withdrawing the Bitcoin into their own wallet. That is not good. Okay? That is a centralized corporate holding control of a decentralized asset. And so it's good because it will basically expose Bitcoin to 360 million mainstream customers around the world. So it's good for the mainstream adoption. It's progress in there. But it's I don't like it. Put it like that. I don't like it. It's better for people to buy Bitcoin and have them in their own wallet. So if you do have friends, people you hear about, they need to know these things. And that's why we're giving the guidance, what we're giving. So that was a bit about Bitcoin. But, you know, you can also look into Ethereum. Ethereum 2.0 is about to be launched in the beginning of December. That's going to be a big thing. Ethereum is expected to go a lot higher. The next station will be around the $800. But you can look at it in US dollars. You can look at it in Bitcoin level. The same thing. Basically, personally, very soon the altcoins are going to start to pump. And so it's looking like some really party time coming up for big big cap kind of projects like Litecoin, like the Cardano, like the Ethereum. There's going to be a lot of action. There's going to be a lot of fun. So it's kind of like, this has got to do with the astrology, because like, are you going to jump with me on the rocket? Or are you going to be sitting in your old bubble with no potential? Because there's a lot of potential here. So I'll say hello to a few more people. Hello, Elisha. Shalom, Abba. Shavua Tov. Shabbat Shalom. Alexandria, 26. Yeah, Dor. Hello, beautiful Dor from Israel. And hello, Lisa. XRP, yeah, XRP is probably going to do something too, but XRP is very controversial. There's a lot of divided opinions about it, because it's been... there's a lot of stories in the background with the people who are in charge of XRP, and there's a huge XRP army, so I'm not against you guys. Everyone to his own. You can choose whatever you believe in. XRP, I believe, will have a moonshot as well, but you will have to know when to get out, because that's what they're known for. And at the end of the day, you need to remember that XRP is one of the coins that is the closest to the concept of the banks. It's kind of the banks kind of coin. So you need to think everything you invest in, you are supporting. So it's like, let your philosophy guide your choices of investment as well. That's why I love Digibyte. That's why I love Litecoin. Great communities. If you get exposed to the community of Digibyte, they are awesome. Such awesome community, beautiful community, and Litecoin as well. And in general, all the crypto community, such amazing group of intelligent people, so intelligent, such big thinkers, young people with big minds that keep on, you need to understand that what this blockchain technology is, right now, while you are still thinking if to buy Bitcoin or gold or silver or hold on to your cash or buy real estate, at the same time, there are like thousands of genius minds working in the background, around the clock, around the world on blockchain technology development that is preparing the infrastructure of a futuristic structure, platform, law and order governance for humanity. It is not just money, it's not just investment, it's a whole new level paradigm of governance. It's taking the old patriarchal world structure, which is this Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter walk in Capricorn. Now it's going to really crumble down. Until now, it's shaking, shaking, shaking. Now, with people being in lockdown around the world, you start seeing social political unrest. South America, in Thailand, for God's sake. In Thailand, the people are marching the street and voicing their opinions against the king. This is unheard of. If you would have dared to say something bad about the king in the past, you'll be chopped. You'll be in prison. And there is all the youngies, the young generation, Uranus in Taurus, revolution of the people, guided by the young generation for transformation, evolution, futuristic, innovative, new world, new reality. So you've got all the young generation in Thailand marching the streets and expressing their voices against their king, because their king has been seen in very dishonoring forms, wearing jeans and kind of feminine singlet tops, and with young escort ladies all around the world spending the money of their people. We're talking about a lot of spending, a lot of escort ladies, a lot of shopping, a lot of things like that, and the people had enough. So it's quite fascinating to watch the world, how it transformed. Look at Chile, look at Peru. This is Hector told me this week, brother Hector. Look into Thailand, what's going on there. And I'm sure there's many more places. So you're going to see that I said all this year is the dance between the suppression of authority and the old patriarchy, law and order, lockdown, the poo, all these things, which a lot is going to be exposed around that as well. And then on the other hand, you've got Uranus in Taurus, the revolution of the people, sudden unexpected unrest, protest, rebelling, the top-down dog and the underdog dancing. Until now, the pendulum was in the direction of more power to the authority, more control, more law and order. Now the pendulum swings. And the community in the chat room will know what I'm talking about, because 2-3 months ago, when they felt the need to rebel and to protest, I told them, hold that fire. It's not the time. You have no momentum. You have no collective. You have nothing. You just put yourself into trouble. And please know, I am not advocating here or promoting here people now march in the streets. No. I'm just describing the astrology. This is not about me telling you what to do. This is me telling you what is happening, okay? In case anyone watching it and disturbed by me saying what I'm saying. This is just me sharing the weather, people, okay? So don't judge me for what I'm saying. I'm just delivering. You will see. It will happen. The pendulum swings. The people who are cooking now in third wave peak, in Europe lockdown, England lockdown, Sweden, Denmark picking up, Germany, France. This is old empires. This is people who wants the liberté, the freedom, the liberty. You've got the Americans. In Florida, there was a new law passed this week that gives you the right to run over or shoot any protester or looters if they get in 500 meters away from you, and you will not be touched by the legal system. In other words, hey people, you can now start shooting each other and say that it was a looter in 500 meters. You know that this is nuts. You're going to start seeing now the sprouts of civil war in America. America is having Pluto return. You're going to see, there's a cool thing I've heard this week, that the cycle of Saturn and Jupiter, it's a cycle of 20 years. Every 20 years they meet. And when they meet, every time around that time, there was an assassination of a president. JFK and Roosevelt, and before that from the 1860, 1880, in 1900, in 1920, 1940, 1960, 1980. Every time Saturn met Jupiter in an Earth sign, it's Capricorn, it's an Earth sign, there was an attempt or an assassination of a president. It will be very interesting to see if again it will unfold. Okay? So there is much coming down the pipeline. Much. But let us go quickly into the new moon. And I didn't even speak about all this week. You know how much is coming? It's nuts. I'm going to go quickly through it. So tomorrow at 4:04, there we go, 23 degrees 17 minutes, 4:06 p.m. The sun is together with the moon in Scorpio, new moon in Scorpio. We have sound healing meditations at 11 o'clock, at 7 o'clock. I think there is one place left for 7 o'clock if you want to sneak in. But if not, we're doing the meditations now every week on Wednesday and Thursday. And now I'm doing all the energetic update astrology here on the live stream, so I'm not talking about it in meditations anymore. You come in, we're going straight into sound healing, and we journey with spirit. So if you ever want to know what's coming this week, how to be updated, how to touch base, this is how to get it. Okay? Now, as the sun and the moon on the 23rd degree of Scorpio, we keep on having these games on the 23 degrees, okay? Because what else is happening? They are squaring Jupiter and Pluto. So it's a new moon in Scorpio in square to Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, and Jupiter. It's big evolution. Big transformation, intense to the max. I can't emphasize how this Scorpio season is just breaking all the records, okay? So if you ever set in ayahuasca journey, if you ever set in a shamanic journey, this is it. This is it, and it's the most powerful medicine you ever drank. It's kind of that experience. It's the most intense shamanic healing you ever had. This is this experience. And you know it can be scary, you know it can be uncomfortable, but you know that after it, you're going to be healed on a new level, you're going to be transformed, and your reality inside of you, your perception is going to be completely different, and that's what's coming. So remember it as we go through this intense month, remember December. It's going to get intense, and in December it's unleashing, okay? So, new moon in Scorpio, squaring this Capricorn, Pluto, and at the same time also Eris is squaring them as well. So it's going to be very powerful dynamic of power, assertion. Mars is going direct. We want to get our life back. We want to live the way we want to live. We want to get going. We want to create a new identity, a new personality. We want to evolve. We had enough with that. We're moving forward. Venus, 22nd degree Libra, is also, they're not squaring, they're quincunx. Okay, they align the moon and the sun with with the Pluto Jupiter. Venus, 22nd degree Libra, is squaring Pluto. Death and rebirth, deep evolution, in the departments of Venus, love, relationship, money, finance, currency, health, values. You cannot ask for more intense, pointed, intimate penetration to the core of our most deep relationships, to our jobs, to our finances, to currency. It's going to be crazy things happening this week with the stock market, with blockchain, with Bitcoin, with silver and gold. I personally say, stand on the sideline and watch the show. I thought I might trade a bit, but after I kind of sat with this astrology, I was like, you know what, I'm not taking the risk. Because yes, Bitcoin could correct suddenly, but also Bitcoin can say, sorry, I'm not correcting, I'm out of here, I'm going to the 20. And if he's going up, he's slicing through the 20s like no tomorrow, and he's hitting to the 24, 26, 28,000. Like, boom, like that's Bitcoin. It can just go, it can just take off. So you also, if you're waiting on the sideline, you say, okay, this is a bit itchy for me now because I was waiting for this correction. What if it doesn't correct? I always say dollar cost average. It goes up, it goes down, just buy a bit. So if you have a sum of money that is waiting for you, you can say, okay, for your peace of mind, 20% buy now, 20% buy in a few days when you see what's going to happen. And if it takes off, just buy. If it takes off above the 17, just buy. Don't think twice. But it's not an advice. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Always remember that. I'm just speaking my guidance. I'm speaking my opinion. Okay, but you have your own sovereignty to make your own decisions, your own actions. Okay, so fingers always on you. Okay, take your own actions. Now, so Venus is squaring them. So we've got like this Pluto here. Okay, Venus here, Eris here. So you've got this Eris, Venus, Pluto, New Moon in Scorpio, 23, with Pluto and Jupiter. This is intense, intense, intense. And then as we go through the week, I'm just taking you days now. Very powerful. At the same time, remember, Neptune is squaring the moon nodes. So we might get kind of a glimpse of truth, but then suddenly we're in confusion again. And it's like you see this blinking light through the fog, and you go like, I can see the light. Oh, it's foggy again. I can't see it. It's like, oh, I think I know now. But it's like, no, wait a second. What if I'm delusioning myself? And I don't know. It's like, no, I've got an intuition. I know what I'm feeling. I know what I'm feeling. Yeah, but I'm not sure so much. It's going to be this dance of like truth, confusion, illusion, knowing. It's not easy. It's not easy. So take it easy, okay? We move one day forward, and then Venus is 23 with Jupiter. Now pay attention what's cooking. Sun is on 24. Venus is on 23. Look at that. We're moving now. And now it's Tuesday night, okay? And now we're going into Wednesday, into Thursday. And on Thursday, this is going to be intense. On Thursday, it's getting really intense. Why? Venus, 27 degree Libra. Critical end degrees of Libra. The Sun is on the 27 degree of Scorpio. Critical end degree of Scorpio. Both of them aligning with Saturn on the 27 degree of Capricorn. Serious decision. Serious conversations. We need to make a decision. We need to talk about it. We need to expose. We need to feel. We need to know, because this is like 4 days after the new moon in Scorpio. We just initiated a new cycle of this is my transformation, and here it comes. Saturn, the teacher, goes like, yes, what do you have to say? What do you have to say? Do you swear to say the truth, only the truth, and nothing but the truth? Yeah? So why are you lying? Why are you deceiving? What are you hiding? Can you please reveal yourself? Thank you. The Sun in Scorpio. Can you please reveal that deep secret, that deep desire, that deep need that is inside of you? You wanted to transform, right? You told me on the new moon you wanted to transform. So can you please expose yourself to me? No, more. Get naked. Strip naked. Yep, now I can see you. What is that about? What do you want? What do you need? Are you afraid? Are you going to take action? Because Mars is now direct. Venus in Libra at the end is like, yeah, but I just want to make sure that I'm doing it all in balance, and it needs to be fair for everyone, because Eris is here. She's just telling me to just rebel and go out and don't care about anyone. But Venus in Libra is like, wait a second, Eris, with all due respect, like, we need to be fair. There's other people involved as well. We need to hear what they have to say. We need to expose what's between us before we just take radical actions and don't care about anyone. It's not like that. So this is important because it's going to be very intense. I recommend you all this week to really practice a lot of conscious observation and conscious awareness, because there's a lot of fire in the air, a lot of potential of like vroomf. And you don't want to create transformation through destruction and chaos and blah. No, you want to be fair. You want to be civil. Even though you're going to have emotion brewing up. And this is also a day after Mercury is going to be with Uranus, yeah? 2 days after. Tuesday night is Mercury-Uranus. Shocking revelation, news, aha moment. Meditate between 6:30 and 8 o'clock in the evening of Tuesday. Very powerful. And then 2 days after, on Thursday night, you've got Venus and the Sun aligning with Saturn as the Moon is on top of Pluto. We're going to be feeling it. This is heavy. This is heavy feeling. That butterfly is like, I can't take this anymore. I just can't take this anymore. It's like, so who are you? Who you really? It's a very powerful, because this is Saturn closing the karma. This is Saturn now hearing the final testimonies, because in a month from then, Saturn is in Aquarius with Jupiter initiating the new world. So this is like the final hearing. This next month is one of the most important months in our lives. Did you hear that? I will say it again. The next month is one of the most important month in our life. It is serious, it is big, it is powerful, it is karmic. It's like you find yourself sometimes like a puppet on a string being thrown into different things, and you go like, and don't be afraid. Do not be afraid of whatever comes your way. Find your power within those moments. Find your power within the transformation, within the evolution. Stand up for you. Speak for you. Be you. Reveal you. Expose you. Embody you, because it's about you. It's about who you want to be. It's about how you want to feel. It's about what kind of relationship do you want to be in. It's about you stop pretending to be okay in a boring place, in a psychotic place of manipulation, of abuse of power and sex. And it's about you speaking up the truth, exposing the lies, exposing the hidden, but Venus in Libra, in a fair manner. It's for justice. We need to honor everyone involved. We need to understand that everyone is traumatic at the moment. Everyone is trying to find their feet back at the moment. Everyone is subjected to everything in the moment. Nothing is solid, nothing is stable. Some people are more shaky than the others. You notice like car accidents on Thursday, Friday, when Jupiter was with Pluto Friday? Massive, everywhere car accidents. I was driving, there was this lady just driving into my lane completely in dream time. And I'm beeping to her, and she's looking at me like still like floating, and I'm driving, and then she's continuing driving, and there's a transit right behind me going like, babe, are you crazy, man? I'm driving further, suddenly this woman doing a chucking a U in the middle of the road, the car behind her nearly smashed into her, I nearly smashed. There's like, pay attention, be grounded, because this is dealing also with a lot of inner buried stuff coming up, and it can take us into traumatic places, disassociation, its potential. With Uranus, electricity, nervous system, anxiety. So, do your practices that brings you into your body, grounding you. Have hematite on you. Shungite. Also, shungite is good for you. Shungite is the black crystal, the black rock. You have it in small form. You have it in large form. It's very good to bring us into our body. Hematite, very good for grounding, bringing us into our bodies. Bare feet on the earth. A few yoga asanas, stretches, massage, touch your body, do some tapping, drink water, regulate your body, take care of yourself, be conscious, okay? And so this is now Thursday. And then the moon, on Thursday evening, the moon is basically going to travel on top of Pluto, and then on top of Jupiter, and then on top of Saturn, while Venus and the Sun are aligning with Saturn. So it's going to be very, very intense. Take notes. Be well. Hold space. Trust the divine plan. This week is going to go crazy. Last week was intense, but you need to remember, we are in the crescendo of the intensity. So hold on. It's not for long. It's not for much longer. This is the real intensity now. The baby is in the birthing canal. The head is coming out. The head is coming out. And it's the final pushes. So you have to hold on with me. Trust the plan. But take action for your future. If you haven't got your dollar into silver or Bitcoin, you better act fast. If you are still invested in the stock market and you're seeing it pumping up, it will pump into new highs, but then one day, one moment, it will crash. And it will be too late to get out. And the dollar will crash, and it will be too late to get out. There's going to be a lot of shocking things coming for economy, and if you are not in the right place, it will be harder to get out. So, get yourself some Bitcoin, get yourself some silver. This is beyond Mayday, Mayday. This is beyond red alert. This is the rocket ship is already taking off, and you'll be lucky if you'll be able to somehow climb and just sneak in. Okay? So, act upon it for your own life. Same things with your relationship. If you haven't bought in to your new future, you better act. If you're going to be just staying there, insecure, don't know how to express yourself or how to speak about what you really want and what you really need, good luck living in a shitty psychotic bubble that is boring as hell. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. But we have to be fair. Okay? So Chris Field, thank you for that. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Amanda Wright, leading up to the 21st of December. Yes, a lot of intense energy, Amanda. A lot of destruction is coming up for sure. Mars in Eris. You watch America. You watch Europe. You watch. It's coming. The revolution of the people is coming. March in the streets is coming. Action is coming. People will demand authority figures to step down. You know, I don't know if you've seen, I really recommend you to see the Murdoch Dynasty. This three-chapter series about Murdoch Dynasty. It was very interesting, exposing a lot about, I need to end this live stream. It exposed a lot about the Murdoch, he's ruling Fox News and Sky News and Herald Sun and Washington Post. He's got his hands all over the planet in media, and he's like a key player that politicians come to him in order to help them influence and stuff like that. And he made Trump go up, and he made other things happen. And so it's interesting because this week, there's a war against him. For some reason, good or bad. And this week, Trump tweeted for all his followers to abandon Fox, not to watch Fox. And Fox shares plummeted. So there's a lot of things happening. Watch the media, what's going on with media, but don't get stuck in that because that's a south node. Just observe. There's a lot of events going to come. I'm sure that there will probably plenty of things we can talk about, but it's been a long session. And so I love you all very much. And thank you all for being here with me. And I'm going to end with the brother Murray Kyle, because we can play his song. Murray Kyle from the Byron Shire. This is his song, The Phoenix Rising. I want you to keep that song in your heart this week, because this is where we're going. I love you, family. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here with me today, for listening, for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Please press like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with friends. Help me spread out. I need your support and I need your help. And yeah, I love you so much. And warriors, rise up, warriors. Get your courage together. Get yourself together. I love you. Have a great week. Okay? Feel this song. Let it move your body. Smile to the sun. And remember, no matter what happens, it's all in divine plan. It's all in divine order. There we go.
Rising from the fire like a phoenix fly. Rising for the healing in this world.
Higher.
Rising from the fire.
Love you,
like
family. Peace. Have a great week. New Moon in Scorpio. Transformation, evolution, butterflies. Let's make it happen. Step into your life. Step into yourself.
Straight into the opening.
Whoa, I messed up the song. There we go. Too much excitement.
With the wings of a
Scorpio, baby. Love you. Thank you for all the feedbacks. Thank you.
Straight into the center of a world in fear. Trusting in the heart and the way be clear. Sacred life, come on, hold it near. Sound waves ripple to the far and the near. Straight into the center of a world in fear. Trusting in the heart and the way be clear. Sacred life, come on, hold it near. Healing now, can you hear, 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 can you hear?
Let the phoenix rise, family. Let the phoenix rise. From the ashes we will rise as one humanity. We will win this. The light will prevail. The love will overcome the fears. And spirit will heal all the pain. Let us rise. I love you.
And I will not give up saying respect the land. Sacred is the ground on which we stand. All in a circle, raise up your hands. There's a one heartbeat in every woman, every man. I will not give up saying respect the land. Sacred is the ground on which we stand. All in a circle, raise up your hands. There's a one heartbeat in every woman, every man. Hey.
Woo! I hope you're dancing with me, family. What a great vibe, brother Marika, and we love you, man. Woo! Butterflies, rainbow, transformation, evolution, rise up, woohoo!
Light the path on the road, learning and then growing as we go. All in this together and we know we will harvest the fruit of the things that we sow. Grown in our hearts as a spark, firelight. We are born and we die from the dark. Come a light, come a feeling.
Oi, 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 hey!
Come a healing, welcome a healing. Hey.
Thank you for the
Rising
feedback,
from the
family.
fire like
Love
a
you
phoenix
so much.
rise.
Such good vibe with you always. Rising from the healing of this world, higher.
Rising from the fire like a phoenix flies higher, feathered with the wings of a bird. Straight into the center of the world in fear, trusting in the heart
And the way is clear, sacred life, come a hold it clear.
sound waves ripple
To the far and the near,
straight into the center of a world
in fear,
trusting in the heart
and the way be clear.
sacred life, come on, hold it near.
Hear me now, can we hear, can we hear, can we hear?
Can you hear?
Woo! Go and support brother Mari. Get his music, he's awesome. Mari Kyle.
We will not give up saying
Respect the land, sacred is the ground on which we stand.
all in a circle.
Raise up your hands,
It's a one heart
beating every woman, every man.
We will not give up saying
Respect the land
sacred is the ground
on which we stand.
all in a circle.
Raise up your hand, there's a heart beating every woman, every man.
We're
Hey,
joining up together as a worldwide
one
tribe. The flower in our heart is opening wide.
opening wide, opening wide.
Joining up together
As a worldwide tribe
The flower in our heart
is opening wide.
opening
That's it,
wide,
family.
Opening wide. We're joining up together as a worldwide tribe.
Love you all.
The flower in our heart is
Opening wide, opening wide, opening wide.
We're joining up together as a worldwide tribe.
Love you, family. Have a good week.
The flower in our
Peace,
heart is
love,
opening
harmony,
wide,
butterflies,
opening wide,
transformation.
opening wide.